Good day, class. The 5 concepts that stood out to me during this course of instruction were how professional client relationships affect ethical decision making, autonomy and respect, deontology, Myers' 7 steps, relativism, absolutism, and contextualism. I took some time recently and discussed these 5 concepts with one of my subordinates at my command. I went over the different professional client relationships, how autonomy and respect should be part of the decision making process, to include Myers' 7 steps, deontology, and finally, relativism, absolutism, and contextualism and their effect on normative standards. My coworker agreed with me and felt that professional client relationships, whether new or pre-existing, definitely impacted the ethical decision-making process. Being a non-biased party is extremely difficult to do when you feel you owe someone something. My coworker and I developed a scenario where we as naval instructors were going to receive a student from a command where one of our previous coworkers transferred to. That previous coworker contacted us via email a week ahead of the student reporting for class. He informed us that their ship will be deploying in a few months and stated that it's imperative that the student pass the course. This prior coworker asked us to go easy on the student and float him through the course. Our course of instruction involves tactical air control and requires the students to be extremely focused. The minimum passing score for any testable item is 80%. We have very high standards and are known for having high attrition rates. If we were to allow a student to float through the course, it could put a pilot's life on the line in the future. It was at this point we applied our scenario to Myers' 7-step process. We quickly determined this is a moral dilemma after gaining all the facts. We decided that our decision could impact the deployability of a naval ship and could potentially cause the loss of life of a pilot if the student isn't held to the same standards as the rest of the fleet. We identified the principles at stake were dignity, non-maleficence, and honesty. Next, we went over all the details we covered thus far and determined the best course of action would be to hold the student to the same standard as everyone else. We do not want to be the catalyst that causes the loss of life in the future going against the principle of non-maleficence. Additionally, breaking the standard that is set is a direct violation of policy and would be placing our principles of dignity and honesty on the line. If the student should fail out of the course, then the ship would need to find another controller or send a different student. The ship's ability to deploy is not a responsibility of ours. We train warfighters, and the ability of those warfighters is what we are known for. After discussing the scenario with my coworker, he said that it was a fun process and he really never thought of situations like that as an ethical issue. He stated that it was a simple decision to make, but found the deep dive process using Myers' 7 steps gave him the ability to see the issue from different perspectives and other possible outcomes. He thanked me for sharing the process with him, and he looked forward to using it on issues in the future. Personally, I feel the items I discussed with my coworker expanded his thought process, and I know I will be applying and sharing the knowledge I learned here with others. Thank you.